What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. Right now I want to talk about how greed and everything like that could really play a real role in the pressure that it takes to be out here. So in like my first week of trucking, I get off the truck on my train. I'm in Dallas, Texas. If you know anything, you know that these Dallas, Texas and Denton, Texas is right by each other. So I get to Dallas, Texas. I'm supposed to have one load. That's what my dispatcher told me. So I get there and I go to drop the stuff off, and I got more freight on the back. So come to find out, I had 2 drops in one. So I'm like, okay, I'll drop it. It's right down, in Denton, Texas. That ain't nowhere. That's 15, 20 miles tops. So I get over here. The GPS take me over here. And as I get over here, I see a no truck sign. Now, anybody knows that when we see a no truck sign, you do not go down that road because you're looking for trouble. So I'm like, nah, man, nah. So I go up and I find a place where I can go and turn around. And we know that too, as a trucker, you always want to find you an out, because if you don't have an out, you're stuck. So I go up and I'm like, okay, I find me an out. And by the way, y'all, check out what I'm dealing with. It's backed up, so I had to bring some content. It's backed up out here right now. We got trucks behind me. Yeah, this is where we at with it. Trucks all around here, man. So yeah, and we got trucks coming out. It's gonna be a long night. But yeah, so I literally find me somewhere where I can go and turn around. Cool. I'm like, thank God, man. I'm not trying to lose my CDL in the first couple of days by myself. I didn't do all this hard work, go through all that with my trainer, and he was cool. He taught me a lot of things. He was an owner operator. To lose my CDLs in the first week, what type of investment is that? I still got to pay this money back. So long story short, I find me an out. I stop. I'm like, nah, man, let me be smart here. I call my dispatcher. I'm like, hey, so I'm at the stop, but it's a no truck sign. Is you sure this is where I'm supposed to be dropping it? Like, yeah. This is where you're supposed to drop it. Make sure you drop it there. That's where you're supposed to be. So I said, okay, you right. You've been in this longer than me. You've been a dispatcher longer than me. So I go up, turn around again, come back, and I see this sound. So I say, you know what? I'm gonna go left, because it might be somewhere around here where I'm supposed to go that I'm not seeing. Man, I go left, and I did not have nowhere to turn around. So I go left, but I see another truck go right. Now, mind y'all, hold on, the line moving. So mind y'all, when you see another truck go somewhere, I ain't gonna say I'm a follower, but I'm like, brother, if he can go down there, then I'm good. I'm confident. So I go, but whole time that trucker went left and went a whole nother way, and I wasn't even able to go up and turn around. So I go up and I get caught in an area where it's right by some airplanes, and I kid y'all not, I jackknifed the truck. Now, to anybody that want to get in this trucking industry, because we think it come easy. That day was the day I had to man up and realize, was I built for this trucking industry? Was I built for what comes with this? Nobody can really learn from this. I had 3 cars, and I got this long truck in a little area. So I could turn around by jackknifing. I was gonna hit the gate. I was gonna either flip the whole truck over onto some grass, and that was gonna be a whole other situation. So I said, you know what? I stopped. I thought. I nearly even shed a tear, because I was like, man, I'm not doing this. After today, I'm done. This is too much pressure. Your dispatcher, he telling you what to do, but he don't even drive a truck. He don't know nothing about a truck. So I'm out here by myself. I'm out here alone, and I got to make all these decisions by myself. And mind you, when you hit objects and when you do things, it's not just your CDL that day, just your life. It's property, it's people. So I make a decision, and I figure out how to wiggle around these cars. But man, when I tell y'all, I jackknifed this truck, and I was out there freaking out. The wing got tore off, and I'm just thankful that it wasn't in my own truck. Now, after that, I had another option. I got out that situation. Here come my dispatcher calling me. Hey man, what are you gonna do? So in my first weeks, I feel like when you're a new driver, they don't really communicate with you well, companies. And I'm not gonna speak for all companies, but my experience. And I didn't know that. I was expecting y'all to be, you know, but they expected you to just know it after you get off the truck with your trainer, and that's not true. So here come my dispatcher finally calling me, and by that time I'm like, hey man, you know, no disrespect, I don't want to talk right now. I need to figure this out. I got myself in a situation because I listened to you. So nevertheless, I got out that situation. So I tear down the whole gate, and of course I'm on camera. Then you got two guys that fly the airplane just watching me. I'm really like, dang man, y'all not gonna try to help me, y'all not gonna. So I could have went to my drop, never said nothing about it, and end up in some big trouble, probably end up with a ticket, probably ended up in court. But instead, you know, I thought about it, and I went, took pictures, and I ended up saying something about it, and it all turned out to be well. Of course, when you with a company, they give you a couple points and a couple things you can do. You can't really hit too many objects and things like that. So that right there let me know that you could be out here by yourself and they still expect you to be perfect when the mistake you make could be because they tell you to do something. And that's when I learned I'm not moving no truck. I'm not doing nothing unless I feel safe doing it. And anybody that get out here, y'all will realize that too. Don't maneuver this. So the moral of the story that I want to leave y'all with is it's not easy. You know, this grind right here is going to test you. It's going to see how bad you want it. It's going to make you realize that there's no dollar amount you can put on the pressure you got to go through out here, the professionalism you got to go through out here, and the strength. So all the stories that I've been through has made me become better and made me want to share that this ain't no easy game. This ain't something that you just gonna walk into and it's just gonna be cookies and cream, you know, because there's so many things that y'all are gonna go through out there. That's gonna be your own unique experiences that y'all gonna have to overcome to be better in life and be a better trucker. I knew right then in them moments I gotta become an owner operator because all those fees, all that stuff comes back on me, and if I lose my CDL, that's my investment that I'm putting at jeopardy. So that means if I'm out here, I want to be making the highest amount on my investment because I'm dealing with the most pressure. Everything is on me. No matter how old you are, once you get your CDLs, you got to handle the business. You got a responsibility to have. And I realized that, and from there on, I don't care no dispatcher, I don't care nothing. If I don't want to do something, I don't feel safe, I'm not doing it. And you can't pay me no amount to ever accumulate to that feeling of feeling like, man, you know, I had to. So I hope anybody that watched this could take something from this, and y'all can keep grinding and realize that it take a different type of strength to be built for this, man. Peace.